First things first, why is emotional intelligence important in a relationship?
Emotional intelligence is very much important in a relationship because it creates a clear atmosphere and just a proper communication channel.
Yeah. And what are some of those practices one does, what one do to make sure that your mental health, or rather emotional intelligence, is well enough to, of course, then help the next person understand you and also understand them?
Yes, everything starts with you. So basically, you can't give what you don't have. So you can't give what you don't have within yourself. Yeah. So you need to understand that just because you're a good person does not mean everyone will be good with you. Yeah. So that needs to sink in before you start working with people. And the second thing is that learn how to speak to people without being offensive. And learn how to listen without being defensive. And leave the next person with their dignity. It's very much important.
How does one see if one has a lower or higher emotional intelligence?
It's very easy to see that because you see it from their reactions.
Okay.
On everyone can be a good leader in any situation, but when things go south, when things are not going well, that's when you see if you are really a good leader. Because when you need to solve something, when there's a conflict, that's when you see, can you really handle the pressure? Mm-hmm. That's where your emotional intelligence needs to come out and handle the situation. Because sometimes when things are going south, you need to stay calm. Make sure that you don't panic. Because if you are leading people and then you start panicking, everyone will start panicking around you. Yeah. But you need to stay calm even though everything inside you is breaking down.
And absolutely. And you know, that fuels the performance. That's also in the workplace or rather in your personal life as well.
Definitely.
How can one acknowledge, you know, one's emotional triggers? How do I actually, you know, get to see that, okay, if I react a certain way to this, to actually affect the way I actually do things, or how people actually see how judge my confidence rather in the public?
Yeah, you see that if you are leading people, you will see that in different occasions when things, especially when I said when things start going south and you have serious conflict that you need to solve, whereby sometimes it feels like it's impossible to solve it. That's when you see that, oh, now I'm in serious trouble, and you need to work on that. So it has to do with your experience when you are working with people. Yeah. So if you have been there before, you have to work on it until you find yourself in a position whereby you remind yourself that, okay, if I find myself in this situation again, I should know how to act. Because the most important part is to stay calm and make sure that you give clear information, clear message, create clear environment.
Absolutely.
And it's very much important. Yeah.
Apart from staying calm and reminding yourself of, trying to stay composed when you are triggered by certain anything. What are some of the other practices that one can actually take to make sure that you actually are emotionally intelligent?
I think the most important part again is that you need to lower your expectations. Lower your expectations in people's lives. Some people, when they come to work or when they come to gathering in the working place, they come with their personal issues. They come with their issues. They are broken inside. So you should know how to handle these people because it's your responsibility to solve those issues. So now they will just come the way they are. Yeah. So they react differently. People are from different backgrounds. So you should know that now this person, when they are reacting like this is how I should act. Because it's your responsibility to handle those situations, not to fight back and just throw words like that. Because now it's your responsibility to make sure that they are all calm and move on.
Yeah. What role does reflecting on negative and positive feelings play when it comes to emotional intelligence?
Pardon me?
What role does reflecting on negative and positive feelings play when it comes to emotional intelligence? Because we are social beings. What we react to is what's positive and what's negative most of the time. How does that actually reflect, or what role does it play, making sure that one actually has a positive or negative emotional intelligence?
Yes, so we need to be very, very careful when it comes to that. When we don't react in a positive way, it affects our emotions, and it affects our personal lives. It affects us because now you become, people will label you that you are a bad leader, you are a bad conductor or something like that. Yeah. So you need to be very, very careful that when you respond to things without being calm and you are just angry, because you make sure that you don't make decisions when you are angry. You need to be very, very careful. You need to stay calm and make sure that you respond in a respectful way. It's very much important. But when you deal with things in a positive way, it helps you to grow as a leader as well. It helps you and to create strong bond with other people, because now they know they can trust you in every situation. So it's very much important for you to be positive, because it will also help you in your leadership skills.
So it's actually then a quality that leaders definitely...
Definitely.
What is your message to leaders who lack emotional intelligence? You know, what message do you have for them this morning?
They should work on their emotions. They should seek help before they go in that industry of leading. Everyone is a leader. You can be a leader of yourself. You're also a leader to yourself, because everyone is a leader. Even when you are at home with your siblings or your parents, you are leading them as well. So we need to work on our emotions. You need to learn how to deal with people, because it's not always that people will agree with you. That part is very much important. Sometimes when you are leading people, we feel like when people are not agreeing with us, we feel like they are offending us. No, they are just having a different opinion. And it's correct for them to have a different opinion. How do you address that whole situation when people are having different opinion about what you are saying? So we need to work on those things, prepare our mind when such occasions arise, that, okay, fine, now these people don't agree with me. How do I address them now? But you don't say, okay, fine, you don't agree with me, I'm leaving. It doesn't work like that. So we need to work on our emotional intelligence and just deal with those kind of situations.
And those practices obviously then are going to therapy, social worker.
Definitely.
How does one get help to, of course, then work on the emotions?
Yes, they should also try to get leadership skills. They should go to social workers. Sometimes we can't be good leaders because we are also broken inside. Yeah. So it becomes a serious issue. You need to fix what is inside you. You need to seek help and find peace. If you don't have peace within you, you can't give it. So that's why at the beginning I said you can't give what you don't have. So we need to seek help, talk to the right people that can help you with leadership.